This is what Krishna is trying to tell Arjuna, that if somebody has in the past moved towards this path, effort towards reaching the goal, and in between he fails and he dies due to some reason, then you come back under such circumstances that you are able to complete your journey. You don't have to go back to square one, then again go through all this problems and come. You've already come to a place from where. Now, two things have been mentioned. One is born in a pure and prosperous family. Why? Because then from childhood, he is exposed to purity, to good things, right? So that he doesn't go off the mark. And two, prosperous family, because usually, unless one has experienced this world for some time, the greed for this world does not go. But if you are in a prosperous family, by the time you are 16 or 17, you have seen how much happiness the dollar can buy. How much? You see it in your house, you see it outside, you realize, but if you're in a poor family, sometimes, there are great yogis who have been born in poor families, but all the time the mind is saying, oh, if I had some money, it would have been nice. I'm so poor, I cannot afford this, I cannot afford that. But here, you can afford everything, and then you see, oh, that's all there is to it. Shall I go beyond? Is there something beyond? So that's why these two things have been mentioned, in a pure and prosperous family. But the combination should be both, pure and prosperous, not only prosperous. Many prosperous families who are not pure. Pure meaning people, people who think of good things, wanting to do good to others. Such a family, the person is born. Okay, if not in that, I'll explain something about this a little later personally. A little later, he mentions, or he is born in a family of people full of wisdom and spirituality. There are two either in a good, pure and prosperous family, or in a family which is full of wisdom for generations who have been learning, trying to understand the truth and spiritual. A rebirth under such conditions is very hard to get in this world. Very hard to get in this world. But you, Arjuna, if you are lost and you don't complete your journey, a person who falls from his journey, from the practice of his yoga, and dies in one life is called a yoga Brashta, one who has not succeeded in yoga, who has fallen. Such a person may be born again. He says, don't fear. If you lose, you will come back, and you will come under such circumstances that you will be born in a pure and prosperous family, or you will be born in a family which is full of people, full of wisdom and spirituality, so that from childhood you move towards it. And then, Arjuna, you will regain the spiritual discernment of your previous birth. Where you have progressed till then, soon you will discover. And then you need to complete the journey, that's all. And then you will strive harder for perfection. Having seen this, you will say, oh yes, this is where I dropped off. Let me try hard and go back to it and complete my journey. Even if helpless, that person, will be driven towards the path of yoga by the force of his previous striving, by his previous experiences in the other birth. For even a beginner in the path of meditation goes above the stage of rituals, Vedic rituals. Even a person who starts meditating for 10 minutes a day soon becomes better than a person who's 24 hours doing some rituals. As for the yogi who's striving diligently with full effort, he is cleansed of all his impurities and gains spiritual perfection after passing through several embodiments. Finally, he reaches the highest state, which is release from all conditioning.